Welcome to this edition of Hindsight is Horrifying, the show where three mostly normal and somewhat cynical adults discuss life as members of the TV generation. Now here are your hosts, Darth Jada, Jason Mitchell, and Adam B.
There
you go. I went ahead and turned your mic on.
Oh, yeah. They might need to hear me. I know you're tired of me, but good evening, Hindsighters. Skip to the more relevant details. Welcome to a fun new episode, our very first of this season of Christmas episodes.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes, we are in the Christmas spirit, in the Christmas way.
And Jason hasn't been drinking at all based on what
He's
his
in the
hat
Christmas
is doing.
way.
Yeah, this is not going to last the whole show.
Your hat is way too little for your giant ass hat. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
No, pull it, Mr. Brown, and put it on your microphone like we did with Green Lantern.
Well, I could do that, or I could just toss it over there.
You'll leave it right here.
Toss it and
There
leave
you
it
go.
and pull up quick to retrieve it.
I'll
Anyhow,
hide my beer.
why
It's a
would
beer
you-
koozie.
Well, because I don't want people to know how much I drink. It's really scary.
It's only a quart.
It's only 2 beers. But anyway.
32 ounces.
Yes, it's quite a bit of
Filled
beer.
to the brim.
Yes.
Thanks, Variant.
Yes, Variant, we love you. I'm actually drinking an Imperial Current Passions. It's a different flavor that I have not had. So thank you very much. And the boys
Thank you,
are-
Variant. First time for me, it's called Lumen. I think Lumen.
Yeah, right.
He's literally only tried one other type of flavor since he joined the podcast, which was quite a while ago at this point. He's been on the show for...
Well, and I think we need to give a shout out to someone in the audience.
We have a special
We do have people
participant.
attending. We can see.
I noticed that someone has chatted to us.
Wow.
That's a new thing.
You
for us.
guys, I've been expecting you guys. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see, but that's a shout
Sorry,
out to
Danger.
Danger
We-
Brown.
We didn't mean to take so long to get online tonight. It takes me a while to wrangle these two.
We were
Yeah.
chatting. We were chatting.
Yeah, we actually like each other in real
And-
life or something. It's weird.
So to kick off Christmas, I
Yes.
decided I wanted to just get my suggestion out of the way early because
Why?
it's not that I hate Christmas.
It's that
It's just that I
Christmas
hate
hates you the older you get.
Yeah, I hate everything
Danger.
associated
It's true,
with
though.
Christmas, and
Making plans.
Gift
with-
giving.
Yeah.
it's a lot of work.
Well,
It's a
speaking
lot
of
work.
which-
no, I did.
You,
Well done.
you guys have been ignoring the hell out of me as far as that goes. So I guess we'll just exchange gifts whenever.
We will.
One day.
Yes.
We're going to make it happen.
Well, it was kind of...
It's December the 3rd. Okay,
I know,
we got
but
time.
But we
got-
have episodes, and I figured it would be nice to give our gifts on an episode.
Oh well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll
see,
work.
it's like
Yeah,
our
we could do
listeners
that.
care about
We
us
could
or
do that.
something. Anyway, so we're watching a movie this week, which once again is Jason's pick. It's called Krampus.
Yes.
So Jason,
Krampus.
okay,
Krampus. You
With
must
the
say it like
special-
the Austrian, because it's an Austrian character.
It is.
so it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows all about Krampus. He gets Krampus all the time.
the Krampus is actually a really big deal in Europe. I mean, they have
No,
like,
I know he
Krampus
is.
festivals and we
Like Belschnickel. I derailed you in the first 5 minutes.
Wait,
Yes.
is that Phineas and Ferb?
Don't worry about it. No, it's from The Office.
Oh.
Belschnickel's a real thing, but don't worry about it. Just go ahead
I won't.
with your Krampus.
We're watching a movie called The Krampus. It's a Christmas horror movie.
With Adam Scott.
Yes, with Adam Scott.
And I love him. He's awesome.
It's got a really good cast. It's okay. So I wanted to pick.
really
I
does.
wanted to pick a Christmas movie that I enjoyed, but wasn't kind of one of the the easy picks of It's So Wonderful Life, Die Hard.
Well, we are doing
Lethal
It's a Wonderful
Weapon.
Life.
That's
happening.
Yeah. Well,
And
then
we've already done Lethal Weapon and Die Hard, so
Yeah.
where do you go from there?
I know we're gonna run out of movies at a certain point.
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't worry.
There's only a limited number of movies in the world.
Yeah,
We may have
it's
to go
a
to
finite-
foreign films.
Yeah.
We might have to start
German
doing
movies. What's with the Germans?
Austrian movies.
Yeah.
More Krampus movies, but
Do they have movies?
Austrians?
Austrians?
I mean, if the Krampus made its way over here, I'm sure some of their cinema.
I want to
did
see
too.
an Austrian buddy cop comedy.
Well,
I think
What would
be-
that look like? Do you
Well,
think?
Omi is an Austrian actress. They actually
Yeah.
shipped her in from Austria.
They ordered her on Amazon.
Yeah, they did. They ordered her up.
She arrived within 2 days.
All right, so for the Oh yeah, and
How many more
by
audience
the way,
members have we gotten?
yes, there
A
will be
solid
spoilers. There will be spoilers.
A solid
Is
two
Danger
now.
asking, or is Andrew asking?
No, he's asking. If you haven't seen the movie, we are going to be spoiling the entire movie.
We do recommend that you watch the movie along with us, but yeah, if
Yeah.
you haven't seen it beforehand, it's
Yeah.
I mean, I ruined The Lion King a couple of weeks ago, and I know that movie is like almost 30 years old, but whatever.
I think at a certain point, you can't really,
Well, some movies you want to know how they end because you're just so scared
Well, we're
or so
gonna.
uncertain.
We can't discuss this movie without talking about the ending.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, there's a lot to say. So anyway, this is a movie.
So, spoilers.
Lots of spoilers. It's like having.
God, stop reacting. We don't have an audience. Hi,
Yes,
Danger.
we do.
We
He's
do,
right there.
look.
He's chatting to us.
I know, but like, you can't keep derailing the
Hey,
episode.
Danger, say something really offensive. Yes, actually do that. This is a movie that's sort of a inverse Christmas movie because it is a Christmas horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a Christmas slasher movie. There's plenty of those.
That's true. It is
Silent
like an
Night,
80s horror
Deadly
movie.
Night. Yeah. This is really like an 80s. I'm trying to think of a good horror movie.
Here's the synopsis from Wikipedia. In the film, a dysfunctional family squabbling causes a young boy to lose his festive spirit. Doing so unleashes the wrath of the Krampus, a fearsome horned demonic beast in ancient European folklore who punishes naughty children at Christmas time.
Yes.
And I was looking for horns at any stores, and they don't have them.
Yeah, it's tough
He's looking to traumatize his children, especially since both of them will apparently be back for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Well, all day I was practicing my
Sorry,
character.
He's the goat.
I said, Nage, if you were upstairs in a house all by yourself and you heard something walking around in the attic going, would you be scared?
Mr. Tumnus,
Mr. Tumnus.
Silver Lining.
No, I think probably, see, in my household, if there was something walking around with cloven hooves in the attic, there would be many gunshots.
Before you even open the attic door.
Oh,
like,
no, I'm not
you'd be
opening the
eating.
door.
I don't care if
Yeah.
Clark is up there watching all of his Christmas reels. Like, no, I
If
don't
he's
care.
wearing cloven shoes, he's a dead man.
He's hosed.
Yeah.
He's going to be
Sorry,
dinner.
Pierce.
Yeah,
It's
so,
gonna be
Pierce is
dinner.
such a bee.
yeah, so this is a movie about, a family that loses the Christmas spirit and they become targeted by the Krampus, who is sort of like the anti-Santa. He doesn't give, he takes.
He punishes naughty
He
children.
punishes naughty children. Yeah.
Like Belschnickel. Like, he punishes you if you've been bad. Like,
Yeah.
there's no lump of coal. There's not, like...
There's a lump on the head.
Yeah, leave it to the Germans to come up with this, Like the Italians didn't come up with this.
No.
The Italians don't have,
Leave it to the
like
most
evil
disciplined country
Santa.
in the world
Yeah.
to come up with...
In fact, they might have had the Krampus before Santa Claus. Santa Claus might have been imported later.
Oh, God.
Christmas might have just been horrible for
I do
them.
not understand this Santa Claus.
We have-
prefer the
Santa
Krampus.
Claus.
We have ways of making you jolly.
Scat.
Oh no. But so yeah, Adam Scott is the kind of nerdy head of this family, and you come to find he's kind of a wuss, and his brother-in-law makes fun of him
Yeah.
for being.
It's a great cast.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
great.
And I
Everybody-
don't know the names of like anyone in the cast, but I know them from lots of stuff,
Well, for instance, his brother-in-law Howard
He's been in everything.
was in Anchorman. He's on The
Goldbergs.
Office. The Goldbergs. Adam Scott was on Parks and Recreation, which is a spinoff of The Office. So, and the main lady, the wife, I cannot remember her character.
Is it actually a spinoff? Like a legit spinoff of The Office?
Yes, because originally the way the Parks and Recreation worked out was that Leslie Knope was supposed to accidentally receive a fax from Michael Scott, who misdialed on the fax, and the fax wound up at Leslie's office, which is why it's that, because the same guy who plays Mose on The Office, who's the German's cousin, Dwight's cousin actually created that show, Parks and Recreation. So yeah, it's technically a spinoff, and it started out that way, but it didn't officially end up
Okay.
in that.
Got it.
category.
Okay, we got that
Yes. So,
a while ago.
so
Moving
Danger, I know you were excited to hear about that. Anyway,
Oh,
Oh, we got another viewer.
a good question. Favorite cast member? Oh. My favorite cast member is the sister.
she's pretty awesome.
She was in, did you ever see the TV series, the first season of Fargo?
No.
It's really, really good with Billy Bob Thornton.
No, I know what it is.
yeah.
I've just not seen it.
She is the star.
Okay.
And she plays a police officer, and she's fantastic. And she plays just the most.
The sister?
Yeah.
How old is this movie? Because I don't have my notes in front of me.
2015.
Oh, okay. Then
yeah.
that makes sense. I was like, isn't she like 14? Like that?
No. The sister.
The
Toni
sister.
Collette. Toni
The
Collette's
grown-up
sister.
sister. Not
Yeah,
okay. Not
yeah.
Adam Scott's kid. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
I was like,
because I
what?
know Adam Scott, Toni Collette, and I don't know the names of anybody else.
Gotcha. Well, that is the aunt. I cannot remember the aunt's name, but she's the housekeeper from 2.5 Men with Charlie
Yes.
Sheen.
Never seen it.
It's
But she passed about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, did
yeah,
she?
She just left
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Oh, how
She
sad.
was wonderful.
She's so funny. She was the only one on the show that provided any balance with Charlie Sheen. Like she'd
Yeah.
bust his balls all the time. Like she was great. But yeah, we just
Well,
lost
so
her,
the movie sort of kicks off with almost like a Christmas vacation-y
I was
kind of
gonna say
vibe.
that because Howard is just
yeah.
like
Yes.
Dennis
Yeah.
Quaid's brother, Randy Quaid, in Christmas Vacation.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, cousin,
Cousin
Eddie.
Eddie.
Oh,
But
without the Rottweiler.
so it kind of lures you into thinking this is going to be like, it's a comedy, it's fun, and it is lighthearted.
Yes.
I mean,
First.
yeah, I mean, one of the monsters is a gingerbread man voiced by Seth Green.
Yeah,
So-
that's right. That's right.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Seth Green does. It's Seth Green and Justin Roiland, I think.
No.
I think the other
I'm looking
gingerbread
it up.
man is Justin Roiland. But yeah, I actually watched this movie for the first time after I saw a review of it on Best of the Worst or Half in the Bag, one of the Red Letter Media.
Yeah, because you
shows.
told me to watch this,
Yeah.
and you're like, and the reason why I watched it and waited till now to watch it is because you told me I had to wait until Christmas,
Yeah.
and you were like,
Yeah, it doesn't work outside of Christmas.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it really
totally a
doesn't.
Christmas movie. That has to happen. But I'm pulling up the IMDb so
Yeah,
we can
and-
actually mention people's real names.
Yeah, so I saw the Half in the Bag where they talked about this, and for those of you who don't know, that's another show that's
That Jason loves.
It's just like our show. They really do the same thing we do, except with more production values and talent and
They're
success.
better
More
at it.
gusto.
is what-
audience
is
and
what it's
ability
Yeah.
They have money.
and budget.
That's
Any
They have money.
adjective you can come
Yeah.
up with, I
Yeah.
suppose.
But they have less variant beer.
Hey.
So
True story.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. Happy
Santé.
Christmas, gentlemen.
Santé.
Mm-hmm. Arriba, abajo, centro, para dentro.
Enough of that.
Don't worry about it.
So anyway, so you get sort of lulled into this sense that it's kind of a Christmas vacation-y kind of movie, but it's got this thing called the Krampus in it, and it's going to be a scary movie, and they get right into it. The pacing of the movie,
Yeah, it doesn't take long. It takes about
No,
20
and
minutes for
it's-
them to really get into
and it's a short movie.
Uh-huh.
It's only 87 minutes or
There's
something
even
like
a
that?
dog eating things that it shouldn't be
Yeah.
eating below the Christmas table.
Yeah.
Like, it is so Christmas vacation until it suddenly isn't.
Yeah.
And Adam Scott, I thought about you, Jason, while I was watching this, not just because it was your pick, but the fact that you have a penchant for picking movies where the unlikely person becomes the hero. For instance, that would be my phone. Sorry, hindsighters. I'll turn it off. But
Krampus has arrived.
Adam Scott is not your typical hero of an action movie, but he turns into a total badass
Oh, yeah.
in
He
this
can handle
movie.
a six-shooter.
He's defending
Shoots
his
10
brother-in-law. He's fighting the Krampus. He's taking care of business.
It's
and
just been revoked.
exactly. So we picked another movie where the star is Adam.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So well
Yeah.
done on that
We're
one.
everywhere.
Blast from the Past, the Krampus. Everyone's name is Adam. So
Yeah.
there
Now, if
go.
you say anything about this movie reminding you of parts of your life, then that would be weird.
No. No. It's just
Sorry.
their enthusiasm for Christmas matches ours.
He's
That's about the only thing.
jingling
Yeah.
over there.
But
in
I'm
the
still
corner.
erect, right? I can't really feel
Everything but the tip.
it. Okay, good.
We'll go out to a wide
Excellent.
shot so the audience can confirm that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got a hat.
You know your son is watching us right now.
He hasn't tuned out yet.
No.
That's amazing.
We've even got a fourth viewer.
That's
Just
amazing.
kidding.
So Toni Collette, her character,
Mm-hmm.
she's
Sarah.
Sarah exemplifies this sort of we all know this person.
We've all been this person.
Well,
during the
no, I've
holidays.
never been this person because she knows Christmas is going to suck. She knows it's going to be miserable, but she also has this desire to crank it up to 11
And make it perfect.
And literally set herself up for nothing but misery.
Well, she's the Clark in this scenario because
Yes,
she wants
absolutely.
to have a good old fashioned family Christmas, and
Yes.
that's her whole thing.
Yes.
And despite the fact that she's
With
got
Danny fucking Kaye.
she until Santa shoves his big white ass down the chimney. But she's so determined to make everything perfect. Like she makes the perfect supper, she has the beautiful house, and she decorates, and she works her ass off to make it happen. But then her aunt and her sister and her brother-in-law show up with their messy ass children and ruin everything.
Well, in a very National Lampoon's twist, you have the guests, sister, brother-in-law, kids, but they also brought the crotchety aunt. And that was a complete surprise. That's a very National Lampoon's kind
because the sister's actually arguing in the doorway when the aunt comes in. She's like, "You really had to bring Aunt so and so with you." Like,
did you notice when what they described as being the thing that caused the family falling out?
Oh, it was the incident with the noodles.
The noodles incident, and
is Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin, that's right.
They never tell us exactly what it is.
It's
a Calvin and Hobbes reference. Yes,
that is a deep cut.
Well, that's a cut also from Parks and Recreation because when Ben, aka Adam Scott, starts dating Leslie, he wins over her mom when he meets her because he's like, "You need a lobotomy. I'll grab a saw." And she goes, "I love Calvin and Hobbes." And that's how. So I wonder if that's just an Adam Scott thing where Calvin and Hobbes comes up.
It's a generational thing. I think for people of a certain generation, Calvin and Hobbes is just.
I adore Calvin and Hobbes. I really do.
Oh, everyone loves Calvin and Hobbes.
I've got a pin on my bag. So of Hobbes as the little stuffed tiger. But yeah. So anyway, we're still kind of in the character development portion of it.
Max. We should talk about Max, who is the young
main
lad
character who kind of runs the story. Yeah.
Who apparently the director said the actor who played Max hit on every girl on the set.
Yeah, I saw that.
Really?
He was a little player.
His name is MJ Anthony. Just so you know, but
whatever.
Who cares? But,
I don't care. I'm never going to see him again.
Well, I mean, when you're that young, I guess that's where you spend your Monopoly money as a guy because you're young and cute enough to not be offensive or scary.
Yes.
So you can hit on anybody you want.
Yes.
And women are like, "Oh my God, you're so cute!
Darling?
Look
That's
at you."
useful advice to our teen audience.
Yes.
Danger. Take advantage of this time in your life because women are just going to be like, "Oh, you're so cute." So it's not going to result the way that you want it to, but you're also not going to get sued.
I mean, you don't know that.
Oh, did you score when you were 13? I don't think you did.
I'm not going to get into it.
You didn't then.
But
either.
no, but you did. It was
Summer of 72.
Yeah.
Summer of 82, right?
Yeah, when I was a 3-year-old player.
Summer of 90. Summer of 92. How's that closer?
I was a little Stewie. No, but seriously though, if the youngsters in the audience do take advantage of that because you eventually turn into bitter old husks,
or you turn into this.
There you go.
I doubt
so there is something to look forward
Danger,
to.
You're not going to turn into that. Just so you know.
If he pays enough,
he could. Wait. What do we have? We have a new.
I'm scarring him.
we have some incoming communication from the audience.
Data. But
So Max, in the beginning of the movie, what did she say?
She said, "Do they correlate the relationship between Santa and Krampus?" And yes, that's laid out very early.
That's a very technical question.
She's trying to drive the plot point here.
We're boring. I'm sorry.
It's just like, keep it moving, guys. Keep
Max, who is sort of the fulcrum of the whole story. Okay,
he is, and he's the innocent who still believes in Santa, and he is the holiday season in the family.
You know what
he's
Angle
the spirit
is?
of the holiday season.
Angel is Angel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's the little angel.
Morning,
just like
Angle.
my Danger.
He didn't even put a stamp on it. How's he going to get to the North Pole without a stamp?
Magic.
Shh.
See?
Okay.
It's a thing.
Oh, I didn't have the camera on you.
You
Ready?
jingled.
All right, do it again.
Now we're
very
off. Ready?
You're embarrassing yourselves.
Can you hear my jingles? My Tinkerbells?
Andrea, burn this sweater. Burn it.
No.
She bought it for me last year.
No.
It was a gift from
Okay,
my
well,
wife.
then take the jingle bells off. That's it.
So Max loses his Christmas spirit. Max is a very, very, very serious Christmas fan.
He is. And
he gets into a fight at the beginning of the movie
with his that's hilarious. With his girl cousins, his dad treats, or excuse me, his uncle treats his daughters as though they're boys.
Yeah.
Dresses them in camo, makes them go hunting, and makes them wrestle, and just really like gives them boy activities to do.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet because Max loves everybody, and he's not trying to be judgmental with his letter to Santa. And you can tell that his dad is the last one who kind of, gives into his whims about, okay, Max still believes in Santa. Okay, that's fine. And you got to write your letter to Santa, pal.
Wait, we are all clear on the Santa thing.
Santa's
right?
very much real.
Is he? I'm just wondering.
Magic.
Yeah, he's.
Do you see this?
He's real.
He's very real.
Okay.
No, we're fine.
Okay,
I emulate
You
Santa
can speak
every year.
freely.
Good.
Amongst my family.
I ripped that Band-Aid off pretty quickly.
Well,
Andrea,
because you're a
Andrea,
cold-hearted
dial
bastard.
out now. Hang up now because we may speak of things that you still believe in.
I still believe in Santa. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I still have the hat and everything. But Max literally is the Christmas spirit in his family. And he writes this sweet letter, like trying to fix everything for his family, saying, I wish like Uncle Howard would treat his daughters like girls or something to that extent. And
Well, and he wants, and what you're referring to, the letter is revealed later in the movie.
no, it's revealed in the beginning
Is it
when
in
they're
the
at the
beginning?
supper table because
Right there, it was moments ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Because
And then-
that's
and
why
then
they're
it's
all
wrapped.
fighting.
The jingle bell is wrapped.
Yeah, I've never actually seen this movie, so.
You only.
But I think you were referring to
so-
the fight in his school play.
Yes.
Where he
yes.
actually like beats up a
Joseph, I
Joseph
guess.
or
Yeah.
something because he says bad things about Christmas.
Yeah. You don't do that around Max.
Remember the fight in the
Yeah.
play?
Well,
You
yeah.
You know
ruined
where
the
they
whole
filmed
play.
that, by the way? That whole like
New
exterior
Zealand? I
New
don't know.
Zealand.
New Zealand. That's what I thought.
of all
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, I mean, could you have found a place further away and more expensive to film in?
Well, we always used to say that some actors just want to make movies so that they can travel. That covers their vacation.
Yeah.
Not
away from their
Yeah.
families. Maybe this was filmed during Christmas, and Adam Scott's family was arguing so much that he was like, "I'm going to New Zealand. I'm getting the hell
Yeah,
out of
maybe.
here." But it reminds me of Bob's Burgers as far as believing in Santa, because remember when the kids were trying to trap Santa Claus, and Bob was like, "Isn't it a little late for Luis to still be believing in?"
No, he was
you know,
thanking Tina. He was like, Tina.
No. He was talking. That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
was talking to Tina, and he's like, "Isn't Louise a little old
Yeah,
to be
thanks-
believing?" And
yeah.
Tina's like, "Believing in what?" And he's like, about like Santa, and she's like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Never mind." Just-
Yeah, Louise was over it by then. But
no. Louise wanted to trap Santa.
Oh, I see.
She wanted to put him in
Yeah.
custody. So yeah, it's a whole thing. And then they
He
trapped
can't catch
Teddy.
himself. It's the only thing he can't do.
The one power Santa
Yeah.
doesn't have. But anyway, so the movie.
So the movie follows a sort of classic 80s path.
It really
where-
does. You're right about that.
Where something, there's an event the audience is directed to, and that is Max tearing up the letter,
Yes.
his letter to Santa, because he's given up on Christmas.
And he doesn't
Okay.
believe it's going to get delivered. Like, he's losing his Christmas spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
The next day, the power is out and the phones are out. Now, to the rest of the family and to the whole cast, except maybe the grandmother, she probably kind of has a suspicion at this point.
The Noni. That's not what they call her, but
Yeah,
she's
what-
the Noni.
Omi.
Omi. Sorry, I'm going Italian with it, and she's what, Dutch?
No, German.
German. Sorry.
Yeah.
Chairman.
But the power's out, the
Oh,
phone's
it's Krampus
out,
stuff.
the weather has taken an unexpectedly horrendous turn, and there's
Snow people are getting built in the yard.
Yeah, have they seen that yet? Have they seen the snowman yet?
They
the first
they
one?
did in the first thing in the morning. So Max is like, "Why is that snowman there? And who built him?"
Yeah.
And he's the only one who notices that because parents are not going to concern themselves with, "Oh, there's
I
a random
would.
snowman."
I would totally notice that.
Well, these days, that's like a Sebastian Maniscalco, however you say his last name, where it's like people used to come up to your door and ring the doorbell, or they would just come in because that was normal back in the day. And back when I was growing up, if some kids built a snowman in my yard, my parents wouldn't worry about that. They'd just be like, "Oh, there's more snow in our yard. Cool, whatever." And the kids were playing with it. They wouldn't worry about it. But these days, it's
Yeah,
like, who the
maybe.
hell built a snowman in our yard? Like, you wouldn't know what to do with
Get out the
that.
shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buckshot.
Grandma's
Bird
grabbing
shot.
a sword.
No, yeah. That's the first thing you do. You go outside, you stick something all the way through the snowman, just to make sure, And if there is a person hiding in there, that was a mistake.
Yikes.
You learned your lesson.
Well, you're not against the law in that
Yeah.
case. They were on your property,
And here we're not going to give legal advice on the program, though.
said the lawyer.
You're damn right.
He's
Yeah,
our
yeah.
lawyer. You guys get your own.
So the daughter goes to visit her
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Ooh.
Because
Which at 14, like, do you
Oh, yeah.
really had an actual boyfriend or girlfriend at 14? Like,
Well, it is the South.
oh man, I am Hey! Easy, Yankee.
They're not-
Easy.
they're
Who's
not-
not married by 14?
they're
Come
not
on.
they're not related. Come on.
That's what I thought he was saying. He said
Yeah.
they're related.
Oh.
DHL guy, no.
I know. Why did they kill the innocent bystander? He had Christmas spirit.
He did.
Like Max. Max
Well,
is the only one with Christmas spirit
See,
in
that's
this movie.
that's sort of the weird thing about the whole Krampus
very high-riding
story,
trope.
right? Is that the Krampus shows up because Max, who really liked Christmas, decides, to hell with Christmas.
Which I don't understand that. So that's my question. Like, the Krampus shows up because of Max. The rest of the family is already a bunch of bastards who don't believe in
Well,
Christmas
maybe
or
Max
Santa
was the only
anyway.
person holding off Krampus.
Well, yeah, that's
Oh.
possible
And
too.
the seal was broken once
See,
that letter got torn up.
Fine.
I thought, and maybe I read it,
Fine,
maybe I
Mr.
read
Brown.
this somewhere, but I thought that there was something in the movie, and watching it today, it wasn't in there, so I don't know if it's Mandela effect or what, where Omi
Probably.
sort of, it was all really about her,
About the daughter
Because
or the wife? Or
the grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Because remember, way back when, she had been spared so
you
that
know what?
people would know, and she says very clearly, I was spared so that people would know the consequences or whatever.
Yeah, that's,
But she very clearly never did that. She never told anybody.
No.
She kept it as a secret. And so it's almost like the Krampus came back for her. You can
In a
interpret
way,
it.
and I love that 80s sort of trope too that's going on with the I keep wanting to call her Noni because of Friends and Joey with
Omi.
his grandma.
Omi.
I know it's Omi, but I want to call her Noni.
Meemaw.
That was that was one of my grandmothers.
Where does that
actually.
come from? My name is that Polish?
I don't even
Meemaw?
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Polish friends
I-
that call
I-
their grandma Mima.
I threatened my mother.
Horkler.
I said, if you're not careful, I'll tell David to start calling you Meemaw. And she was like, no.
My mom was not a fan of that either.
No.
When she became a grandma, she's Nana to Riley and my niece,
Yeah.
but like she did not want to be grandma or granny
Yeah.
or anything like that. And
Yeah.
it sounded too old to her, so she
yeah,
didn't care
I mean,
for that. But
yeah, no. Meemaw just comes across as, I don't know.
I had a question.
But there
about
is
the
a whole
grandma, now I've forgotten about
reenactment
it.
with almost like the 1970s style
Yeah.
Christmas characters.
Yeah.
Like the little claymation, not claymation, but something that
It's very stylized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my thing. Sorry
and
to
Omi
interrupt
was
you.
reenacting her.
Omi
Krampus.
is the fact that Omi almost never speaks any English, but they go back and forth in two different languages, which is a trope that they don't typically do anymore. Like Omi will speak in her native language, and then the son and the grandson will respond in English.
Yeah.
And they perfectly understand her. Everything's fine, but she
And it works. Works
Yeah.
very well.
I guess, but
In the movie.
yeah, in
Yeah, it
real
works very
life, that's
well,
not. Yeah. Even when we speak a little bit of Spanish that we do, you're like, all right, enough of that, and you skip past it. But that's a trope that happened in '80s movies a lot, where the two different languages. You assume that somebody's speaking their native language because they don't understand
Right.
any part of English, but no, she understands them perfectly when they respond to her.
You better
Yeah.
know your German when you watch this because they didn't necessarily have subtitles.
No,
when she
they
was
didn't.
speaking.
No.
So I had to go back to my high school German. I remember about 3 words, and unfortunately, they didn't cover any of them.
Yeah.
So you're the only one in the room who understands
Yeah.
the German.
Nine.
VS is super heute. That's my
my
go-to German phrase. If I go to Germany and I want to know how the soup is today, I got it. I got it covered.
Oh my god. Oh my gato. But so
Oh, I'm learning Japanese, by the way.
yes,
I
because
decided-
aren't you planning on
Yes,
going
planning
to
a Jap-
Japan sometime
planning a
in the
trip to
super-
Japan.
or future?
Not
Super.
what?
I said super instead of future. I don't know why. My brain skipped a beat.
Because you were thinking of Japan.
Yes, it's super.
No, we found out that Universal Studios in Japan is opening up Super Nintendo World.
That's why I said super.
Yeah.
There you go. And
Yeah.
you have to go.
I have a
you
reason.
gotta go.
I mean, they've got Mario Kart, but with real carts. I got to
That's
do
right.
this. Only the
and
Japanese.
hedgehogs in cafes and
Yes, yes.
everything that we don't have here in America.
Right,
So-
I know. I'm going to open up my own hedgehog cafe. I'm going to quit this whole racket. I'm going to
guess you
start
and I
a.
are taking over the podcast.
I'm going to start a
Do
hedgehog
something where there's a
cafe.
future.
Yeah.
Hedgehog cafe.
That is the future.
Are you going to let people adopt them in this country? Because I don't think people know how to take
probably
care.
not.
Kind of like with chinchillas. That chinchilla stroked out on that roller rink so hard.
It's going to be like The Graduate. I got one word for you.
Oh, God.
Hedgehog.
With the hand motion and everything.
Yeah.
So, okay, to move this story forward,
Hedgehog.
what happens
Yeah, there's
is
not a lot to talk about until the ending.
it's true. We keep picking movies that are so talk throughable. No, but seriously, the daughter,
Actually,
we need to take a break.
we need to take a break.
so we're going to
So,
do that before I explain what the
For
hell
our
is happening.
audience, they're still there.
All two of them.
well, their computers are still on. They're in another room by
Yeah,
this point.
They've gone to make some cocoa or done something
Yeah.
productive. I don't know.
At least they got their computers still on. Keep those computers on.
Yes, it's
We're
good for the
counting on it.
ratings.
Yes.
But guys, give us about 2 seconds and we'll be right back.
And we are back. And we're chatting live with the audience.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
It's amazing. It's like we are now finally in the 20th century, ladies and gentlemen. We've made it.
We're amazing.
And
Actually, why don't we just sit the whole time and not talk?
yeah,
Chat with each other.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't
a
deserve
show.
our attention unless you're on my YouTube channel. That's pretty much how that works. So we were moving the story forward before we
Yes.
took a break. So what happened is that the daughter went to visit her boyfriend. We discussed, who really has a boyfriend when they're that young? Apparently this daughter does. And now the Krampus is unleashing all hell on the neighborhood. So Adam Scott and Howard have to go out and kick some ass to get Adam Scott's daughter back. That's...
So, okay, here's the thing though. Did the Krampus go and find the dude driving the snowplow and plunge him into the underworld?
Well, apparently, yeah. He happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's called
Man.
collateral Krampus.
Oh, excellent.
You've heard
That is a t-shirt right there.
Wait,
Collateral
he gets
Krampus.
T-shirts and all my dad jokes are just ignored.
You have
in
I,
Wawa?
I have explained this. If you do not submit it to me in writing, I do not remember it.
I submit everything to you in writing, and then you still forget it.
He doesn't read it.
We need t-shirt ideas.
There's the only.
But
there's,
but you got to send me an email, and preferably an email that arrives when I'm sitting at my computer,
otherwise it just doesn't happen.
because
Got
then
it.
I get to go, oh, something other than work,
Oh, being
and I
the,
push all the work aside.
being the girl on this show is just so fun. I'm telling
We
you.
need some holiday attire, but it's probably a bit late for this year. No, I mean to come up with some holiday attire, and original holiday attire.
Okay, we can do that.
But at this point, we'll have to wait till like Easter.
I don't know. It's more fashionable, I think, isn't it? Like after the season, be
Is
like, be like, I'm wearing Christmas stuff in January.
Is that an all Halloween? Yeah.
An All Hallow Eve store in the month of January. How droll!
Thank you.
Is that what you were
That
going
was what I
for?
was attempting to say.
You're welcome. See, I live in your brain.
My dyslexia was,
Or we could say
Flaring up
Happy Life Day.
oh God. You really want to do that movie?
I don't know.
Have you seen it before?
back in '79 or whenever it
Oh
came
my
out,
God.
and I didn't think it was available.
The best thing about the Star Wars Holiday Special, in my opinion, is B. Arthur. She's she's the shining star. In
B.
that
Arthur's
movie.
the shining star of anything
Yeah.
that she touches. Like anything she puts her paws on, it turns to gold.
We'll leave this up to the audience.
To the whole 2 people
Yeah,
listening.
if
Guys,
the audience
I'm here.
votes and they say we should do the Star Wars Holiday Special,
Andrea, don't do this to me. Don't.
do it, do it,
Don't
do it,
Do it.
do it.
Danger and I were watching, and he was very excited.
It's so weird. Did he get up to the part with the holographic dancers?
Andrea, I'll cook you
Not
whatever
yet,
you want
no.
on Sunday. Please don't do this to me.
Well, and but here's the funny thing about that though. Which popular Star Wars character premiered for the first time? The first time anyone ever saw him was in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Can we have a hint?
Well,
Or do we want to see if our guest can ask or can answer this question?
I guarantee the 2 yes.
yeah, they will. Yeah, no, it's Boba Fett
Oh right.
Boba-
Yes.
No
Boba
way.
Fett,
That was
yeah.
the first time we saw Boba?
in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, no way.
And
Danger noted that when we
yeah.
were watching it together. If you're still on, oh, something happened. We had other people kind of
yeah,
in, didn't we?
I said
that's
we're
weird.
coming back, but I
Don't
I
go
haven't-
away, fans.
I think we've lost them.
Yeah, because I said we're coming.
It's a school night. Our audience is gone.
Okay, so here's what's with the cookies, gentlemen? I
No,
have
this
to
is the
ask you.
the best part of the whole movie.
So explain this so that
That-
the
yeah.
hindsighters understand.
The Krampus not only attacks you,
He's
he
like
has this
it.
whole he has this whole sort of cat and mouse game he plays.
Yeah.
Where he basically terrorizes and captures people using Christmas themed monsters. The best of
You're
which
a monster.
the best of which are the little gingerbread cookies,
Yes.
who are so awesome.
They're cute.
They are. They're great.
They're good at wielding a meat hook.
Yes, yes. Which is apparently an Icelandic Christmas thing. No, seriously, that's actually based on something that in Iceland there's a Christmas myth or whatever about like an elf that drops a chain down your chimney with a hook on the end.
A chain down your chimney. That sounds
Yeah.
dirty.
And a cookie attached to it.
No, it's to steal the meat that you're cooking on your fire. It's actually totally harmless.
That bastard.
Yeah, he's just being a bastard. He's not trying to murder
stealing
you.
your Christmas supper. That sucks.
Yeah, he's not trying to murder you. He's just trying to steal your food.
Oh,
you know,
man.
he's just trying to get his thing on your meat and then yank it out.
So dirty.
And then what? I'm just
He's trying to
describing
get
what's
his thing on your
happening.
meat.
Wait, hold on. It's going back up again.
And if it gets stuck, if the meat's stuck, he just keeps
Keep pulling.
yanking on it until
it's back up again.
Boo, and it shoots out.
Where's my help sign?
You know.
I know. It's like the
Hey, look at
coyotes.
that.
I'm like an
Coyote.
anime
He's
character.
in full mast.
Help. But,
You're on the wall. Oh, you're not a full
don't
mast
touch me
anymore.
while erect. But yeah, so Adam Scott is kind of like
Band name.
don't
Not
touch
really.
me while
Don't touch me while I'm erect.
That's an album name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name of our
Smell the glove.
that's the name of our premiere album.
I can't smell.
Oh, that's right.
Metaphorically.
Lick the glove.
Metaphorically.
Even worse.
It's
Band name.
it's leather.
Lick the glove.
Can you
No.
taste?
Yes.
Okay. Just curious.
In a limited fashion. But Adam Scott, it's funny, Jason, because you do pick movies.
Hang on, Andrea.
Somebody's saying something.
We have a vote. Do we have a vote for the Christmas special?
Oh, geez, do I dare vote? I feel damned if I do and damned if I don't.
well
is what
then,
Andrea's
you know what
saying.
that means. Look, if you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, that just means have fun with it.
Yeah. Well, Jason, would you like to
I like Andrea.
force
I
our
want her to
audience
vote for
to
me.
watch that movie again?
I would love to force the audience.
Say
to watch. I would
yes.
actually
Vote
love to
yes.
force her to watch.
Yeah. I want to watch
I've
it
avoided
again. Why
it.
not?
I've avoided it my entire life.
Well, let me ask you this: did you see the Community, the episode of Community? I'm sure you have because it's not that.
I'm on
late,
season 5, I want to say.
where they watched the Inspector Spacetime Christmas special.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was so bad that the director had his knighthood revoked. That was based on this movie that now I think you're going to watch.
Well, Mark Hamill made a joke about the Star Wars Christmas special. Somebody tweeted something about it, and he was like, this was bad. Like, whatever they tweeted, I don't know what it was. He was like, this was bad, and I was part of the Star Wars Christmas special. So, yeah. Apparently it's effing awful.
And he looks very odd in it, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Well, after the motorcycle
He's got like a
accident.
bouffant or something.
Yeah.
Hairdo.
They feathered his hair was like originally kind of feathered, and then his look changed after the motorcycle accident.
Harrison Ford.
I'm not making fun. It just
Yeah.
like he just
Kid,
his face changed.
Kid, if they're looking at your hair,
What are they supposed to be
we're in a
looking
lot
at,
of
Mr.
trouble.
Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it is a movie. They paid Carrie Fisher in cocaine, so
Oh well, there you go.
so-
And they taped her down to make sure she.
I don't think she was taped down on the Christmas special. So little
my.
bonus for the audience.
boner
you
for
know?
the audience.
Bonus, he said with the S.
Yes.
Clutch.
Why do you let your child listen to this
I
show?
don't know.
I don't know.
That's how he
either.
learns about the facts of life.
Facts of life.
Aw, that's a great
facts
show.
of
I love that
life.
show.
Girls. But you're welcome. So, but
I'm starting to realize there's not as much to talk about in this movie.
There really
as-
isn't, but
But I really liked it when I watched it.
especially when you won't let me talk about it. But Adam Scott becomes the unlikely hero, despite the fact that he's a total wuss. He's just the regular suburban dad, and
He's
his
just a
brother-
regular guy with a regular car.
He's kind of like us,
I'm not going to do it.
really.
He's your average white suburbanite slob. He likes football and porno and
He
books
wears
about war.
pullovers and button downs that come unbuttoned, and he gets mad
Yes.
when you mention it.
Ooh,
So-
okay.
He's got an average house with a nice hardwood floor.
He does.
None of you get where I'm going with
No,
this.
what the hell are you talking
My
about?
wife and my kids, my Dennis Leary. I'm an asshole. Oh my! You don't know that song?
No.
You've never heard the Dennis Leary asshole song?
I might have.
God, sometimes people.
Anyway,
You people.
what are we gonna do with this guy? He's so
Uncultured.
random.
Uncultured.
You're shark diving with us anyway.
Yeah.
And
so
another
is
shout
Danger.
out for Danger. Thank you for being such a little badass that you're coming with us to dive with sharks. We can't wait. That's gonna
Yeah.
be really
I
exciting.
told him that I signed him up for the Hammerhead wrestling package. He gets to wrestle a hammerhead. He was very excited about that. He says,
you get to
okay.
pick the hammerhead.
Yeah, you pick the hammerhead and then you wrestle it.
We're just taking him to a seafood
like
restaurant.
your favorite lobster.
Captain D's.
Do they still do that? Where you get to pick your prey?
I don't know. I haven't been to. I don't,
Lobster
Yeah.
places you can.
okay.
And
I was-
also,
So twisted.
yeah. Also hedgehog. The hedgehog.
Yeah, the hedgehog.
I was about to say you pick the hedgehog
That's
you want to
the
go home
one.
with.
They cook it up and put it on a shish kebab.
Wildly
Well, it is
appropriate.
Japan.
It's like I want to. Well, I guess you say I want to eat you.
Whoa, phrasing. Let's move on. Adam Scott did what now?
He became the unlikely hero. I won the episode, but he became the unlikely hero, just like Sean Astin in Toy Soldiers.
Don't try to tie it back. It's not going to work.
That's where I was going in the first place, though, because Adam Scott is, and even on Parks and Recreation, they call him a quote unquote shrimpy guy, and Leslie's like, he's not shrimpy. He punched a guy in the face for calling me the B word. Like, it's okay. And Adam Scott actually does a pretty good job becoming the hero.
He's an everyman. You know, he's
And you pick movies with that commonality. You tend
Yeah,
to have
I-
a habit for that.
Yeah, I think the everyman is the most
His beard is kind of patchy. I didn't like
well,
It's underwhelming.
it. Yeah.
Oh, damn, y'all.
Underwhelming. Well, that was nice.
Wow.
I've been bitchy these last few episodes.
Underwhelming is like the worst thing you can say about a man in any context. I mean,
Adam
Yes.
Scott, I adore you. I hope you know that. I love you.
is
as
he
an
good at
actor.
ping pong? Underwhelming. Oh,
I bring him juice while he plays. Like it's whatever.
oh. Krieger. Oh,
They do, but but Adam Scott does become the unlikely hero. Is
yes.
the point
Can you
of
say
the
that
story?
for the
Damn
15th
it!
time again?
Well, you keep
For those of
derailing
you
me.
who don't know, Adam Scott becomes an unlikely hero.
I'm leaving. You say something.
Something. No. Adam Scott forges an unlikely alliance.
Now, question: where did they get all the wood to cover the windows?
It's the same place they got him in Signs.
Signs, right? Because I was
Yeah.
thinking, if I were in my house and then we said board
No
up
way.
the windows, I'd be doomed.
I don't have just random 2x4s sitting around in my base. I don't even have a basement.
No, I actually do have random 2x4s, but I don't have that many.
Yeah, not enough to. And this is the problem: is that most doors open to the outside. So why
Yeah.
are you boarding things up from the inside? It
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
That's a movie thing. The whole idea of boarding up a house to protect
It's
yourself.
stupid. It doesn't. You
First
can't-
of all, it would take you about a week.
Yeah.
well, that's what
know.
it would, and that's one thing that we've discovered at my house is that I was looking at my sister-in-law's house and I was like, wow, it's really different. Oh, there are no windows in the front at my house. So strategically, I'm in a safer house because you have to come around to the side or the back to break into my house through glass.
Top tips for those of you looking to break
For those of
into
you
Dar's
looking
house.
to break
Yeah.
in to where a veteran and a crazy person and 2 dogs live. Good luck with that.
I didn't
but
know you were a veteran.
you wouldn't have known that. I've never mentioned it. But F you, Stillwater. But seriously, like it would take you it's too much work to have windows in the front of your house.
Yeah.
No.
Well, here's the thing.
not here for it.
I would say probably if you're in a board up the house scenario, it's probably more a just get to one room
yeah,
kind of
and
scenario and
pull
just
up.
use all that lumber and just block that one door.
Right.
Well, but
and
no
make it a bathroom
But
in
then
case
where
you
you-
got to go.
Exactly.
But then where are you going to go?
Or if you're thirsty.
Because a lot of bathrooms don't have windows. So what's your escape route in that case? Exactly.
The
Strategy,
vent,
gentlemen. I'm telling you.
You got to go up. Your escape route is up.
You have to go out onto the roof like Louise and Bob and Linda.
Yeah. It's non-burning fire.
Old houses like this get gusts of wind every now and then. It's just something that happens, Gene. Don't worry
I know
about it.
about inside wind. I know about it right now.
I feel like you're doing a really good job as a dad.
Now, one sort of interesting thing about the firearms selected in this movie is that they sometimes are very loud, and then sometimes when they shoot them, they make little tiny noises, and it's very inconsistent. The action star of the movie, though, and I'm going to ask if somebody else could look this up. If you have IMDb pulled up already,
All I can see on my phone is that Adam Scott is an unlikely hero. What do you want us to look up?
No, the name of the actress I was talking about, the one who was in Fargo, because she's got the most kick-ass scene in the movie where she just cleans house.
Allison Tolman,
Yes.
Linda.
Yes.
Linda.
Yes. Because she, for the record, she.
She's. We don't know. Who
We
she
have
is,
no
who she
idea
is.
about her
It
sexual
doesn't matter.
orientation. We're not passing judgment. Or
We
making,
just like
yeah.
to quote Bob's Burgers with no context. That's what it is.
Yes.
Oh no, the laptop is at 1%.
That's the worst.
They
And then
have
it goes dark.
I love the ceiling they have in their house with that tray ceiling with the.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do that in my house.
No, because that's
You know,
harder
you've
to-
been married a long time when you watch a movie like this and you look at the ceiling and you actually have that thought. Because I did. My wife would love that ceiling.
see.
It's a beautiful house.
You'll both see it when we have Friendsgiving on Sunday, but I've got the old school like popcorn ceilings, unfortunately, in my house. That's the one thing I don't like about my house is the.
Well, you know, we could fix that for you. You want to get that taken out? We could do
yeah,
that.
we got that. We got that.
Oh,
down.
yeah.
We just get the Canadian contractors
Oh,
up
yeah.
in there. Oh boy.
We'll get Mike Holmes in there. Oh, here comes the hook.
Same guys who put that pole in the Lethal Weapon movie so that they could torture Danny Glover's kid. But, yeah.
So
Well,
here
it's
comes
at
the
least-
hook
I
that
was
is
just going to
used.
say it's at least you talking about the ceiling and not your wife.
Yes.
Like when you're making love. Honey, the ceiling really need to be redone. Wrap it up. The music starts to come
So
up.
what I'm hearing is that you guys are power bottoms. That's what
Wow.
I'm hearing.
Youch.
No? Yes? Maybe so?
I don't know.
Wait, say it again.
No.
Oh. Yeah, you're going to say power bottom. and I was
Power bottom. Sorry, Andrea. Sorry, Danger. Sorry, everyone.
I'm not, but if I was, I would be.
God. So, gentlemen, I did just see the gingerbread cookie
Yes.
hanging
Yes.
outside. So why don't you
And
tell
the
the
fat
hindsighters?
kid, it's so fat
The
shaming
fat-
this
that's
kid.
I was about to say, okay, you were fat shaming for a second.
Well,
and then
no,
you
that's what I'm
weren't.
saying. He's obviously, that's his character, is he's the fat kid.
He's gotta
'Cause
do the truffle shuffle,
They lure
yeah.
him to his death with a gingerbread cookie.
Yeah, and it's the
That's I love the gingerbread
all I can
cookies.
think about is
But
Shrek.
isn't he the guy from Willy Wonka almost? The Loop, or whatever his name
The
is.
kid who falls in the chocolate
Yeah.
river. Yeah. Yep. That,
Up we go.
Uh-oh, Seth Green's killing him.
I was hoping that when they grabbed his legs, there would be like a thump and he'd have the two legs in
Yeah.
the hand. That would
Well,
be great.
that's the weird thing, because technically nobody dies,
I know. They don't.
you know?
Spoiler alert.
no,
yeah,
what
we-
happens?
yeah,
if you're
we
gonna
should-
spoil. Like,
we-
let people know.
Yeah, I think we could probably, there's two things to talk about in the movie from here on out. The variety of monsters and the ending.
And the fact that Adam Scott is the unlikely hero.
He is an unlikely hero.
Someone's got a crush on Adam Scott. I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, till her
She's
fingers
blushing.
bleed.
Look at she's blushing.
You had to
It
go
was an
there.
Archer
Yeah,
quote.
you
I was just
had
quoting
to.
Archer. That's it.
Drown a dachshund puppy.
I guess sploosh, but with.
Sploosh, yeah.
I really
I
hope.
was about to say. I think I remember. I hope we've lost our audience.
Yeah.
How many audience members do we have?
We've got 4 viewers.
Oh, that's probably us too.
yeah, 2 of you.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say that's us or Angel and Kay.
I got so excited.
Yeah.
Well, Angel
We
didn't.
know.
You don't look it.
He's back.
Now,
Oh, he's gone. Well, that's a thing.
Come on, dude. 4 times in one night. That's even at
That's
20.
excessive.
I
Even
know.
at 20, that was asking a lot.
Yeah.
Excessive. That's just impregnating somebody, and nobody wants that to happen. Oh wait,
Slipping one past the goalie.
God. Which apparently happened a lot in this movie because there are like 7 kids running
Yes,
around in this
a lot
household.
of kids.
My God.
Sorry. I was just thinking of a movie trivia piece.
Do
Yes.
tell. Tell us.
Toni Collette is one of those women that you go, is she hot? She is. She is hot. But you have to think about it.
She's a Jackson Pollock. It's finger painting for adults, and I hate it.
you have to think about it a little bit, but then you come around to it. Yeah.
Okay, so then objectively speaking,
I'm going to turn my camera off now. Here we go.
Then objectively speaking, who's hot like in Hollywood? Because if Toni Collette is somewhere in that mixed middle where you
No, she is.
Okay, she is, but it took you a minute
She
to get there.
sneaks up on you, though.
Yeah.
She's like
But where does that
ninja.
exist?
Like a fine wine.
Let's make a spectrum. Let's make an Alpha Seinfeld spectrum.
You know I love
of
this.
hot. So
okay.
you're great at scales. So give me the scale. Of
Oh,
what
see,
is
that's
hot.
going to be tough, though, because
I'll give you a minute to think about it. It's
Yeah.
okay. So take your time and noodle it over.
I'm trying. It's easier.
Just like the noodle incident in this movie.
Yeah, it's easier to think of the 10. I got 10, but I'm trying to think of a Hollywood 1.
So who's the 10?
Oh man.
Okay, you still need a minute. That's fine.
We need
So-
time. We'll talk
So,
about it
Mr.
later.
Brown, what's happening in the movie? Why don't you fill in the hindsight?
But now they're having the remembrance.
The Nightmare Before Christmas moment.
Yes, of where Omi remembers when she met the Krampus, not Krampus. That's what happens when you're like 14 years old and a girl. Yeah. You start getting the Krampus.
Oh.
And then the Flois.
Wait, I haven't.
Then the Flois
other
Lane.
sound effects?
Andrew, I hope you saw that.
The Flois Lane.
Oh, there you go.
Like anti-flow. No, they're just having the reenactment because Omi had Krampus visit and took away her entire family, with the exception of her.
so
and they left her
angry right
behind,
now.
just like the CIA when they take people and push them out of the helicopter,
yeah.
and then they say this is what will happen, and they let the last guy free to go tell everyone what happens when
But
you
she
mess.
didn't, though.
She didn't. She kept it a
She
secret.
kept it a secret.
And that's why.
And I think that you can make a very good argument that that's why the Krampus came back. Maybe it's she's near the end of her life.
She gave him more power by not talking about him.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like he's given her an entire life. And, look, she's elderly now. She doesn't have that much time left, I'm assuming. She looks good for her age. I'm just, I'm not trying to insult her.
Oh, maybe she's on your spectrum of hot in Hollywood.
Oh, no, Omi's hot. No, I don't even have to think about that.
But as far as telling stories, that
Semi-attractive, mature.
oh my gosh, so right in y'all's wheelhouse.
well, yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, we are.
I had to get you back for that.
It's
frickin'
called
comment
level
a minute
setting.
ago.
Take out the dentures, and we're in business.
Get some seltzer.
Yeah.
Seltzer.
Isn't that what you put your dentures in? The seltzer, like kind of.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Three Stooges.
Yeah.
No, you put your
You
dentures
gargle
in
with seltzer afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Kind of cleanses the
That's
palate.
the worst.
Cleanses the palate.
No, but
What was it called? Polydent or something. Polydent. You drop in the little Alka-Seltzer things.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Which one is the one that sticks it to your teeth? I thought
Denture grip.
Denture grip. That's
Denture
it.
grip.
That's it.
you guys know all about this.
You'll find all this stuff out when you get to be our age.
Yes.
Well, you guys won't be around anymore. At that point.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
We'll have the last laugh because we won't be aging anymore.
exactly.
I'll have 2 other new people on the show with me by then. I better learn to do the damn equipment finally. But no, I think the grandma, the Omi,
Yes.
right?
Omi.
Which sounds Japanese.
A little bit. She gives more power to the Krampus by denying his existence and not speaking about him. Because
Yes.
it's almost the opposite of what Captain Jack Sparrow said, because when they're talking about the Black Pearl in Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like, oh, I've heard of the Black Pearl never leaves any survivors. No survivors. Where do the stories come from then, I wonder? And you're just like, oh. So it looks like she was trying to deny his power by denying his existence,
Yeah.
but then it turns out that she's actually giving him more power by
Yeah, I
denying
mean,
him.
she says to left me alive to tell people what happens when you lose the Christmas
Somebody
spirit,
talking to us. We're listening.
and she doesn't do it. And so yeah, I'm gonna have to say Max. The fact that Max is
Still believing in Christmas and
He-
still innocent.
he's the one who can say, "Hey, Krampus, I take full responsibility," because he does.
For what though? Let
For-
our listeners know.
Yeah, well, because he wrote the letter, he tore it up, he got rid of his Christmas spirit, but he's mature enough to say to Krampus, "Take me, don't take them. I'm the one that turned my back on Christmas."
Yes.
And we'll get into the ending in segment 3.
Yeah.
And
I know, that was tough ending.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it's almost like Jeepers Creepers because the sister
is,
tries
yeah.
to take responsibility and say, hey, I'm not scared of you. Come and take me away, whatever. But since she's not scared of
Right.
the creeper, she's not the one who gets
Yeah,
taken and
yeah.
skinned. It's the little
Yeah.
boy is the one who say,
Well, and
it's
also she
funny.
was really hot, so leave her alive.
Yeah,
And
leave her
kill that
intact.
little dorky
She's gorgeous.
kid. Yeah.
What was what was her name? Could she be a 10 that we could...
Well, I've got my 10, 1996 Jennifer Connelly. I mean,
Well, we know.
Yeah.
Okay, then I already knew what your 10 was.
no, that's
My
what
God.
that's what I said. It's the one that's the hard to pick.
It's the one.
Who is
okay.
the Hollywood one? I'm thinking like
Well,
the,
okay,
the
what-
mama from Throw Mama from the Train.
But what's the parameter?
Where's
for
the
a-
beef?
Yeah.
Where's the beef?
Where's the
Here's
beef
the
lady?
parameter for a one, though. Is it somebody that, I guess with men specifically, is it somebody
Yeah.
that you would still have sex with?
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, that's easy.
You would not. You would regret it, but you do it anyway.
Oh, we could play that
you
Christmas
paid her to
game.
leave.
I-
It's pretty much what it came down to.
Okay, well, give me a suggestion for a one.
As far as women or men?
Whatever.
Who's suggesting?
Pick it.
Well, Hollywood.
I mean, for a man, it's easy. It's Danny DeVito.
No, because I wouldn't have sex with Danny DeVito.
Now, my daughter loves Danny DeVito. I don't know what's weird about her, but it's
Okay.
creepy. I love Danny DeVito.
Well, Kaylee likes to tease me a lot because she says that she has crushes on, you're going to love this, on Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey. And I'm like, quit it with the old bald men. I'm over it. No.
Well, she's
Find
got a
somebody
type.
hotter to like.
She's got a type.
Uh,
No, we could play that Hollywood game or that holiday game. We could use Dr. Phil as an example. Okay, so I'm assuming
from
that.
Dr. Phil to Jennifer Connelly.
No, yeah, I think that might actually be it.
Steve Buscemi, he could be a 1.
Oh,
He's a little
but it
rough
would make me
looking.
feel bad though,
But he's got enough of a personality. See,
because
the
then you get to
difference
say
is
you
that-
slept with Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, the difference is that I would sleep with Steve Buscemi. I would not sleep with Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I would sleep with
So-
Steve Buscemi because then I would go, "Hey, I just slept with Steve Buscemi."
And the
have a
conversation
story.
you'd have afterwards would be
Totally.
magnificent.
if
I don't know.
Smoking
because,
your cigarette, talking about being a firefighter.
totally,
I
if
get-
he was into it.
But you hold on though, because you have a story with Danny DeVito too, because he could literally use the line. So then I started blasting. From come on.
Oh, I didn't even need a headset on to hear that one. Wah, wah.
They're gonna miss me when I'm gone, hindsighters.
Where does Aaron Eckhart
We'll be gone before
fall
you
on
know.
your scale?
Ooh, he's a very handsome man.
So he'd be
He's-
above the 5. Okay.
Yeah, he's
All right, okay.
he's an above the 5. At the same time, I see why you asked him about him though, because he's kind of,
He's a challenging man.
I don't know what that
physically
means.
speaking. Well, I mean, like he's not conventionally attractive.
Yeah, but he is attractive.
But he is
I
attractive.
would put him, right in the middle of the spectrum, to be absolutely fair. So let's put Aaron Eckhart in the middle. Who would I put as a 10? You've got to think about this too, if both of us have to do it.
I don't want to.
So what's happening in the movie? Because there's a movie that we were supposed to be talking about at some point.
They're being terrorized by Krampus.
I looked up The Ugliest Man in Hollywood, and Shemp came up.
Shem.
Come on,
Aw, Shem.
that's so cruel.
Shem. You don't know Shem?
The Stooge,
I?
the Stooge.
Of course.
What?
There were brothers, the Fine brothers. You had Mo, Curly.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
Look at this. Wait, hang on. I just did a search for Ugliest Man in Hollywood.
I think your family has officially
No.
That's off the island.
Beautiful woman in Hollywood.
Well, no.
Cheater, pumpkin eater. But
Hang on. I did a search for. Hang on, my.
do we need to take a break?
We will in about 2 minutes, but hang on.
This is gonna be the most boring episode that's ever happened.
No,
in
I'm loving this
history,
episode because look, I did a search for The Ugliest Man in Hollywood. Literally,
And it's a mirror.
2 of the pictures are Steve Buscemi.
Oh, I told you.
That's not me.
Look,
that's
I
Google.
I never
I
said
know.
that Steve Buscemi was an attractive man. What I said is that I would sleep with him.
Ugliest
the
woman
guy
in
who
Hollywood.
played that dude
From Weird Science.
from Weird Science. Okay.
I wouldn't want to sleep with
Ugliest
him.
woman
That's
in
true.
Hollywood.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Michael Berryman. Okay, but here's the thing though. So this is the holiday game. Okay. now-
Here's the holiday game.
Well, I'll play it with you first,
Get
and
ready.
then we'll come up with the ugliest woman. Okay.
Okay.
Michael Berryman. You obviously would not sleep with Michael Berryman.
Whom we just brought up. So
Yes.
show him to the hindsiders so that they can see.
Great
Who are you
character.
Not Steve Buscemi, Michael Berryman. Okay. So you wouldn't sleep with him.
No.
Okay. $1 million.
Damn it, Jason. That's not the game.
No, that is the game.
That is not the game.
The game is called Everybody Has a Price.
That's true. But I thought we were ranking people. From
I know,
1 to
but I know.
10.
Well, okay, so
So you've changed the game. is
well, no, that was
I just did ugly actresses, and IMDb has that. And Sarah Jessica Parker came up first. She does have a little weird.
she
nose.
is
she's not a conventionally attractive lady.
yeah.
I would say that she's very sexy. She's
And then there's
got,
Tilda Swinton, very talented,
Yeah,
but not.
yeah,
but
but she's not like a 1.
yeah,
No.
she's definitely not a 1.
She's not a 1.
No.
Yeah.
Like hell, I'm not a 1. Like that just
Yeah, I mean, I rank above a 1. You know,
You do.
All
You
three
do.
of us,
We're-
we would all average to at least like 2.5.
Yes.
If we added us all, if we add us all together.
Let's not get specific now,
And what's
guys.
sad is that I'm the prettiest one in the room.
I know.
Oh,
You're the damn average razor.
You're welcome. I put this on a sliding scale.
A sledding scale? What did you say? That would raise your stock right away.
Oh my God. I'm really glad that this is the episode that Andrea and Danger decided to tune into.
well,
you
there's actually a woman who refers to herself as the ugliest woman in the world. But I'm not going to show this picture because she has clearly she has an illness, and that is
She was not one of the lobsters that got picked at the lobster shack.
no. That's somebody who has
An issue.
an issue, and that's cruel. We're talking.
not gonna support that.
Sarah Jessica Parker, I'll make fun of all day long.
Yeah, she's rich enough that it
Because at
doesn't
the end
matter.
of the
She'll
day,
laugh her way to the bank.
Yeah, she will.
exactly.
She was
And
mean
she's
to me.
adorable.
She was mean to me.
You did
too.
say that. You
Oh,
said
what was the story? Because Cynthia
never said
Nixon
it.
was.
was
She
super
was
nice.
super sweet. Oh my gosh, she was so nice.
Mr.
Please tell this
Brown,
story.
for those of you who don't know,
Oh wait,
was
wait.
on.
Hang on, because we do have to take a break.
Damn
Take
it.
a break.
I don't want to interrupt the story though.
No. Well, we
Okay.
want people to tune in for a reason.
Yes. So
They'll be
we're
waiting for the story.
You know, not just because you know us.
okay. So we're going to be back in about 1 second, and we're back again.
So
Oh,
where
it's
we
good to be
left
back.
off was you gentlemen challenged me, and I'm challenging both
Yes.
of you to tell me like who's a 1 in Hollywood and who's a 10. So I would say that Aaron Eckhart is a safe 5 because while he's not conventionally attractive, kind of like what you were saying, Jason, he's a very safe 5 because I think he's a very handsome man, but he's just not one of my Hollywood crushes, so he's not number 10. If that makes any sense.
It makes
So,
absolute sense.
and so, Aaron, I know you're listening, and I'll text you later, but you're very handsome. Don't worry.
Well, my pick for a 1. There we go.
I think we all know who your pick for a 1
Jocelyn
is, Jason.
Wildenstein. who and I feel like I can say that because she's clearly had surgery, so she's done it to herself. So I don't feel
Yes.
bad about it.
Well, and men don't tend to do that. So if we're going with that scale, I would almost put Robert Redford down on a 1 scale because he's had too much work done. And for the most part, men don't even have to do that. But Robert Redford has clearly had a lot of
Yeah,
plastic
men should
surgery.
avoid plastic surgery.
Everyone should avoid plastic surgery.
Yeah, everyone.
yes, everyone should. I
Hey.
100% agree with that. 100%.
Because
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of
Because-
not doing it.
Yeah.
because I adore Monica from Friends. I
Oh, I
adore,
know.
and
She was the most prettiest
she-
girl.
she was the prettiest girl in the entire. She was prettier than Rachel.
Oh,
she,
by far.
But and I know Rachel was the quote unquote hot one, but
No.
seriously, like,
Courtney
Monica,
Cox-
Courtney
Courtney
Cox
Cox
was
was
so
way
damn
prettier.
pretty,
Yeah.
and just had like the
Did she
build.
do work?
Oh
Lots.
God, lots
Lots.
of it. Like,
Okay.
if you look up Cougar Town, you'll see what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And not that we don't love you, Courtney. It's just that, geez, you were so pretty before, and just age. We're okay with it. I know Hollywood isn't, but we are. But yeah, so
Yeah. Just age gracefully.
I, for instance, Clint Eastwood to me is still so damn good looking, but he hasn't had a speck of work done.
Not a damn bit.
Robert Redford was handsome as hell until he had all that plastic surgery done.
Yeah.
So Unless we're talking about, are we talking about naturally ugly or
It doesn't matter.
self-induced ugly?
It doesn't matter. It's just trying to gauge so it's now the Wildenstein-Connolly scale.
Oh God!
I'll be submitting a paper to a peer-reviewed journal at some point in the future.
Yeah.
And,
Well, there's the Michael Jackson, Paul Newman scale, I guess,
yeah.
right?
Well, there's also
Oh,
the Michael
Paul
Jackson scale.
That's true. That's true.
Because Michael Jackson was damn handsome before he let somebody
was
put him
awesome,
under the
yeah.
knife. Yeah, and I understood his whole thing with wanting to make his skin all the same color. Okay, fine, I'll get on board with that. But then a teacher explained this to me in high school, and it made so much sense. She was like, the problem with Michael Jackson is that he was surrounded by yes men. Every time he went under the knife, people
Elvis.
kept telling him, "You look great, Michael."
Same with
You look
Elvis.
great."
Yeah, he had
Yep.
the Memphis Mafia, and they would enable him to do whatever and just destroyed himself.
And just made it, well, it's just like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what I've done wrong now. Oh, yes, sir, absolutely. I've surrounded myself with yes men. Yes, sir, you
Yes,
have.
you have.
And now I've
Huge
destroyed my
percentage.
life with yes men. Yes, you have, sir. Like, and that's what happened to them, and it's sad. So to a 10, who's a 10? And, well, we know who your 10 is.
1998, late 90s Jennifer Connelly.
Specific time, Jennifer Connelly. All right. So,
Well, I mean, she's still Jennifer Connelly.
she's married to Paul Bettany of all people. He
uh,
married up. Good for him.
Wait, he's the guy from Master and Commander.
Yes, and Marvel. And,
He's in the Marvel.
and A Knight's Tale.
Oh, a Knight's. Yeah.
Really?
Wash is in A Knight's Tale.
I don't care.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But yes, Paul Bettany he did a tennis movie with Kirsten Dunst at some point. Don't worry
Who
about it.
hasn't done a tennis movie with Kirsten Dunst?
But okay, so,
I did one last
Oh, I
week.
know
But that
him.
who she's-
yeah,
yeah,
I know
you know
him.
who he is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
He's
know
a
that
good-looking
guy.
man. He's
Yeah.
very tall.
hey, for some people, tall does it. I'm telling you. You can look however you want as long as
Okay,
you're tall.
so that's my scale.
So 10. All right.
Who's your tens?
Who's your 10?
So female 1 to 10,
Yeah. Well, you can do male
I'm
if you
gonna
want to.
Sarah to Scarlett.
Okay.
Sarah who?
We just mentioned her before. I don't want to say
Not
it again
on camera.
because she's listening.
The one who looks like a foot.
Her face looks like a foot. So for
Yeah.
those of you who watch Family Guy know what we're talking
Yeah.
about. So to Scarlett, who, Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson. I like
That's
Scarlett.
a
What other Scarlet would there be? Oh,
O'Hara?
Scarlet from G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
She was hot.
G.I. Joe.
Scarlett Tourette Butler.
Yeah, that
Okay,
makes sense.
Scarlett Johansson. Okay.
Yeah, I think
All right,
she's
then,
cute.
then I'll be fair. I won't put Robert Redford at a 1 because he's not. It's just I wish he hadn't altered himself. I hate that about anybody who does it. But I would say let's go with like Danny DeVito as a 1.
Yeah, because Robert Redford can't be a one because you'd still sleep with him.
Yeah, I would.
Come on.
It's true. I would. It's,
Yeah,
it's true.
you can't be a one.
It's
if,
true.
You know.
Correct. If I would sleep
Yeah,
with you,
'cause the
Well,
one-
I don't know. As a boy, I think you could have a 1 that you would still sleep with because boys will sleep with anything, whereas girls are like, nah, I have standards.
No. No.
Okay. So then the 1
Well-
absolutely represents somebody you definitely would not sleep with.
Well, and therein is the game because you can ask me the same question. You can go $1 million.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No. So okay. $1 million.
All right.
$500,000.
Oh, $150. Come on. I'm a man, for God's sake.
Well, I mean, when we did discuss Jaws 3D, this guy wasn't. He was just willing to swim with Marty McFly's mom. Sex didn't even have to be implied. So, as I recall, unless I'm
Yes.
incorrect.
No.
But okay, so I would.
I'm a man of low standards.
Remember, if you.
Oh shit, is she off? Oh no.
If you're very still,
Wah,
she
wah,
won't be
wah,
able to
wah.
see you.
I've got a button. Hang on.
Push them all. Shut them all down.
I so look forward to having y'all over at my house on Sunday.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun to watch that fight play out. Anyway, my 1 would be a Danny DeVito. I would
Okay.
say because I as funny and charismatic as he is.
How about this? Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
No.
That's a 1. You can't.
That's an even worse one.
How do you
Yeah,
get worse
okay.
than Danny DeVito as a penguin?
It's true. Okay, fair enough.
That is pretty gross.
That's pretty gross.
Chris Elliott from one of the scary movies where he had the shrimpy hand. This is my strong hand.
Oh God.
So he's a one. He's a definite one. I'd sleep with Danny DeVito before I slept with Chris Elliott from that movie.
I would bring Danny DeVito home to my parents.
Oh, I'd introduce him to my grandma. Oh my God, you don't even know. So
Slept
yeah, all
with the
right, that's
shrimpy.
a definitive one. Chris Elliott from one of the scary movies.
You know, scary movie too. Anna Faris in those movies. That's damn
she's
near
beautiful.
a 10.
Oh,
yeah,
she's beautiful no matter what she does. She looks pretty all the time.
You ruined my game. You went to $150. See, the whole point is you bring it down with your drinking buddies until you get to that point and you go, that's your price. Yours is apparently $150.
Apparently I'm never
I'm going to start low.
I'm gonna start low, Alex. That's what I'm gonna do.
Because
low and slow. That's
Shrimpy Hand Chris Elliott, $1 million.
No,
Really?
No.
Not even $1 million?
Cash.
No.
Come on. Cash money.
$1 million
I
electronically
live a very-
transferred into your bank account.
I live a nice, comfortable life.
I would do
I
him
own
for $1
my own
million
house.
bucks.
No, I'm not doing Chris Elliott. No, I'm not doing it.
I'd do him and the penguin for $1 million.
Now, Chris Elliott, Schitt's Creek. Sure, why not?
Oh, yeah. Roland.
Yeah,
love Roland.
Roland shit.
And you don't have a sense of smell, so you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Remember, he smells like cabbage.
That is a serious
You would
plus.
know what that
Smells
smells
like
like.
cabbage.
You would
It's a
know what that
serious
smells
plus,
like.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Lois, I just put
I
some
love that reference.
Lois, I just put some toothpaste up my nose, so I'm ready to go.
Hopefully you didn't put it anywhere. So my number 10, before this goes any further off the rails, I would say my number 10 is probably, it's a tie between Tom Jane and Alexander Skarsgård.
I could say it.
They're both like ridiculously handsome men. So
Where would Brad Pitt fall on the scale?
he
I'm
doesn't
curious.
even exist on my scale, and I've said this before because
Yeah, she's tough.
Okay.
No. Like he just doesn't exist
Tough
on my
but
scale,
fair.
and it's not that I don't see what other women are seeing. He's objectively, conventionally, ridiculously hot. I totally see that. I understand it, but doesn't do anything for me. I look at Brad Pitt and I'm like, I see how pretty you are. That's fine, but that doesn't
makes sense.
that doesn't change my opinion.
That makes
it's like
sense.
you with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Like she's like the most objectively hot woman on the face of
But
the
she
earth.
doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Megan Fox is a lot like that.
I can see that.
Everybody says she's really, and I'm not dissing Megan
No,
Fox.
absolutely not. I can't diss Brad Pitt because
Yeah,
he's
but it's-
beautiful and I love him as an
Yeah.
actor, but he
Yeah.
just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So what we need then? Well, who's your 10?
Yeah.
Well, didn't I say
You said
Scarlett?
Johansson,
I like Scarlett.
Okay, so Scarlett, Tom Jane, and Jennifer Connelly.
Alexander
They
Skarsgård.
get okay. That's fine. They
He's
get to
up
go.
there, too.
They get to go on the spaceship that leaves the Earth.
We'll rescue them in case the Earth is being blown up.
Yes, but Danny DeVito.
Tom, I will date an older man. Call me. Call me.
So
So the Krampus
movie.
is reaching his creepy fingers into.
He's licking. He's licking
Speaking of
Omi
Danny DeVito,
with the long tongue.
I don't know why we're dumping on Danny DeVito. I feel bad now. I
started
like
it.
Danny DeVito. I should.
He's
I
had a
don't
long and
dis-
illustrious
He
career.
has. He has.
Yeah, I'm not disrespecting him. We were
Right.
purely talking about like carnal.
Yes, yeah. I love you, man. Not
But-
gonna happen though. Now,
He's like 40 years older than I am, if that helps. Sorry.
ooh,
Danny.
Richard Lewis.
What about him?
Yeah.
Where we
no.
way.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Well, yeah, young he was.
Young
attractive,
Richard Lewis,
but
yeah,
now
yeah.
his skin just kind of hangs off his face.
Now cocaine does that to you.
Is that what it was? Oh.
And
See,
and
it's
alcohol.
weird because I thought that 10 for both of you would be David Carradine.
He's not.
No.
You don't even judge him on a normal scale.
No, he's in a dimension of his
Yeah,
own.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it went.
Come on, just pull it a little more.
Yeah, just keep talking at it. It'll do it.
Yeah, give me about 10 more minutes.
Yeah. At a certain age.
How high maintenance are you? Get the dual bathtubs and we'll talk. But
Excuse me while I moisten my mouth.
I'm sad that I knew what you were talking about.
I know you did.
I thought she said she was going to say that she knew you. I'm sad that I knew what you were talking about.
Yes.
See, I
Oh.
went in the right direction.
What would you two be doing on a normal night? You know, like if this was like 3 years ago, we'd all be at home bored.
I know you're right.
You know,
You're right.
And here we are wearing
Seriously,
silly
what
hats.
did we do before we met each other?
I don't know.
Before we started drinking in public parks together.
I don't know.
I
don't
know.
know.
I mean, look what happens. It's all fate.
It is.
Right? It's fate.
It's the simulation winks at you.
Yes.
See? It's
Because we literally, and I don't know that we've ever talked about this on camera, the three of us have no reason to be friends because we don't run in the same circles. We don't have the same friends.
just
like
means
we were meant to
it's
find
almost
each
like
other.
whoever,
Yeah,
it's
it
almost
is
like
kinda weird.
whoever's writing this is doing a really good job of writing it.
Yes.
You know?
Got three very diverse characters, different
Yeah.
generations,
Yeah.
different likes, dislikes,
Exactly. And well, I think we like most of the same.
different levels of overt perversion.
Yes.
I think internally we're all
Yeah.
equally
yeah.
perverted.
Oh yeah, we're all
we
right
just-
there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're all right there.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm not perverted.
Oh my gosh! I mean, the way you were flashing your boobs around the last time we were here off camera, I was shocked. I was
Andrew,
surprised.
that did not happen.
yeah.
No. Defend me. That did not happen.
When I was here, didn't happen.
Hey! I'm okay.
the
So
only reason-
It's true.
I'm probably going to be dead by Sunday. Thank you for that, Mr. Brown. Thank you.
No, anyone who knows Jade knows that would never have happened.
Exactly.
So
Now let's let's wrap up our detailed
Yeah,
and thorough
let's-
analysis of the.
Such a great Christmas movie,
I am
Jason, that we
It is
didn't even talk about.
It's a really look. In all seriousness, this is a very fun kind of an 80s horror movie, and it's also a good Christmas movie. I actually, watching it the first time, and I wasn't drunk, stoned, or anything.
or anything.
I don't think.
are you sure?
Well, I'm pretty sure. And I remember just sitting there going, I feel like, kind of like watching Nightmare on Elm Street, or,
A little bit.
yeah, it's like Lethal Weapon meets Nightmare on Elm Street.
And the thing is, you're rooting for the characters.
You are.
You're rooting
Isn't
for the
it?
characters.
It is.
It just,
It is. It's Lethal
Encircle
Weapon and
hits the
Nightmare.
yes, that's what it is. And Lethal Weapon, it's a movie that we've already covered
Yeah.
on our podcast, just like Christmas
Krampus,
Vacation.
no way you live.
Because I did have to call my dad, Mr. Brown, and tell him that you tried to suggest Christmas Vacation.
Yes.
And my dad, for those hindsighters who have not tuned into his episodes, he's my hero. He is one black coffee. He's a badass. But he was like, I guess Adam has really good taste.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep.
As does
But
Mr. Rogers.
if you had kept your mouth shut, you wouldn't have to watch the Star Wars Holiday Special.
There you go.
You
See?
could have seen
damn
Christmas Vacation twice, which, admit it, you're going to watch it again this year anyway.
It's true. I am.
Now you get to watch literally the worst thing that has ever been filmed.
You got to
I've
do it.
avoided it,
it's-
you have to do
strategically
it.
for years.
Yeah.
Because I love Star Wars so much, and I don't want to see the Christmas.
If you
I
want to
hate
become
Star
a part
Wars.
of our fraternity, you must torture yourself with that movie.
What did you just say?
It's not that I hate Star Wars. I'm so over it.
Okay.
I'm done with Star Wars. It's I don't even now. It's like, hey, we're gonna do a new series and shoehorn in some character who was in a cartoon 12 years ago, and fans just blast everywhere.
Well, that's entertainment everywhere now.
I-
So you
I
can't
know,
hold
I
Star
know.
Wars responsible for that. Like everything is being murdered right now.
I know.
because
Hey,
of
look, I'm
nostalgia.
the biggest Star Trek fan you'll ever meet. Ask me what I think about Star Trek nowadays. I hate it. So they ruined Star Wars. They ruined Star Trek.
We tried to watch it at Thanksgiving, and my brother was trying to fill us in on because I haven't gotten
Discovery?
into any of the new stuff that's like 950 million years in the future or whatever. And my mom was like sitting there because my dad and my brother and I grew up watching Star Trek, and we all love it. We know the characters and we love everybody. But my mom was like, "Who's that? Wait, did they just call him Captain? I thought that." I thought Kirk was the captain, and we were like, "Okay, this is a totally different thing. You've got to know."
You tuned out in 1988, so
when roughly when I was born. So it's
no,
been a minute.
We could do a whole thing on Star Trek.
We could,
won't,
but we're not going to
because
So-
we've got creepy ass mask mouth openy things.
Oh my
with
God,
teeth.
there's Boba Fett. No, not really.
Hey, Sarah Jessica Parker.
So, well,
Right there. It was totally her.
that was the Krampus.
No. One of the
Sorry,
minions.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Even worse.
One of the minions.
So anyway, hindsighters, this has been. I guess
we're not done yet.
Let's wrap up how the movie.
Because we have to talk about
ends.
the ending.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I have a
I was trying to get the hell out of here.
I've got a
enjoying
take on
myself.
the ending. Because the ending, basically, the Max, the entire family is taken by the Krampus.
Yes.
The aunt, the uncle, all of them.
Everybody up in this bitch.
Everyone. Yeah, thanks, Cleveland. So everyone is taken by the Krampus. They're all thrown into the underworld.
Yeah.
And Max basically says, look, don't take them, take me. It's my fault. I'm the one who turned his back on Christmas.
Yes.
I just want everything to be okay. The Krampus laughs at him and tosses him into the underworld. He wakes up, a la Phantasm,
Yes.
in his own bed.
A la the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
It's a Superman.
Yeah.
Superman ending. Yeah.
Only to find out that the family is now trapped in a snow globe, sitting on a shelf in the Krampus's, I guess, man cave or whatever. His wife lets him
Puts the
have.
lotion on the skin.
His wife lets him have.
His
That's
little
all he's
collection.
got. He has one little thing, and he
has
does
a
his
shelf
Krampus thing.
in the corner.
She's got the whole rest of the goddamn house. I might be going off on another subject here.
Hey, you were allowed to decorate your garage.
Honey, don't listen to what he's saying.
You were allowed to decorate your garage.
Yeah, that's true.
You get the garage and the man
See,
cave.
Elaine, I've got you.
Yeah,
And
but
many are one of the same.
yeah, but here's the thing though. So the camera pulls back. We see that there's all these snow globes, presumably all containing people who have been taken by the Krampus and stuck in these snow globes for eternity.
Mm-hmm.
But something that I learned today, there was apparently a comic book that came out after the movie called like The Spirit of St. Nicholas or something. I didn't read it. I don't know.
Okay.
But the twist is that the Krampus might not be keeping everybody there for all eternity. What those people in the snow globes may represent are the people who promised to get back in the Christmas spirit and be good people again. And he's watching them to see if they keep their word.
And if they do,
and if they do, let them go or whatever,
It
or
makes-
kill them. I mean, I don't.
It's kind of like the people that were shrunk on what's the new Justin Roiland show with the aliens.
Yeah.
Where they shrink
It was really good. I
people
liked it.
and they keep him in a wall. They keep the
Yeah.
tiny people in a wall to observe them.
God, what was that?
Something in damn it!
It's gonna kill me now. Yeah. No.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
really good. But you're right though. The one of the aliens shrinks people and puts them in this little like hamster habitat.
Except it takes up an entire bookcase worth of space
Yeah.
in his wall and
Land of the Giants.
Yeah.
no solar opposites.
Solar opposites.
So
It's really good.
I've
the-
never seen it.
It's
the
good.
alien who's a
It's
son.
a Hulu original, I think.
Ooh,
It
okay.
is.
Yeah.
So the son, he literally, any teacher or adult
Yeah.
that, pisses him off during his daily routine.
Or even just.
for whatever
Yeah, for
reason,
whatever
it
reason,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
sticks
He
him in there.
shrinks them and then to the point where they're like
But
little.
there's no purpose to that though. He just puts them
No,
in
it's
there.
just torture.
She does. She puts them in there.
No, the sister doesn't.
Well, whatever. I don't.
The son does. It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to argue this point with
No,
you.
but it's what you're saying with the Krampus is that he keeps a collection of people in the wall, and you're just like, oh god, what's the end game with these people? You don't ever really find out. Is that the son was errant enough to kind of forget
Right.
about them in solar opposites, whereas the Krampus, you hope that he has a purpose, or you kind of hope that he doesn't,
Yeah.
because what's the purpose?
Well,
Like,
and
he has one.
he's one of those monsters that you kind of wish somebody would sit down and have an interview with him. Like, so Krampus, what do you do the other 11 months of the year?
Well, it's just like Jeepers Creepers in that sense.
Yeah.
He's just out for a very select
Yeah,
amount of
he
time.
is.
And he does
Yeah.
these horrible, torturous things to the people that he goes after. But
And 11 months out of the year, he sells timeshares.
see, that's why Adam Scott...
And what's with the tongue? What's with that creepy tongue? People may like that.
That's true. That's
Right?
true. I can think of a certain musician.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Highlander. but no,
That's going to be in our ad, by the way. I'm just going to cut that. Oh, I'm going to loop that.
All right, that'll
the
be
girl
great.
wagging her
I'm
tongue.
gonna have a button that just makes that sound.
You got to be careful what you do on this show because he can take bits and pieces.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, Jesus.
But now everyone is so happy. Life is good. Even the aunt, I haven't felt this hungry. Yeah, she's still drinking though.
So
Who
you have
isn't on
you have a
Christmas Day?
comfortable house for eternity and I guess booze.
Well, see, that's the thing is,
I
like,
don't
do your
know.
supplies run out? Do you have to pay your mortgage when you live in a
Yeah,
snow
yeah.
globe? Like, what's going on?
Are you gonna have to get it on with your cousins?
Yeah, a little tiny bank man shows up.
You don't
and-
have to go to
and
work
takes
anymore.
the farm away from you.
Yeah, it's like, and then you live in the corner of the snow globe. Like, what?
Oh God, that would be so bad if somebody told you to go to the corner of the snow globe.
Because it's round.
You just keep going
You
around
saw
forever.
where I was going with that. Thank you. But yeah,
It's hell.
so is there a worse hell? I ask you, gentlemen, than being trapped permanently with your extended family
No.
in your house?
Yes. The exact same thing, but on fire.
That would be a little worse.
That would be
little
marginally worse.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But everybody seems so happy at the end.
Because
Oh,
they're
and
lobotomized.
Until they remember.
even Howard.
Yeah.
That's true. But
Be-
he's got the little Santa cap
Yeah,
on.
because Max, he's happy, he's hugging everybody, and everyone opens their presents, and there's some comedy presents in there. And then Max opens up his present, and it's the little like jingle bell or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, from the Krampus.
Yeah.
And it even says like,
Jingle bells. Yep.
yeah, it even says Krampus on it. Like,
Just in case you
Krampus
weren't
brand.
sure.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot that I ruined your
And the
life.
Krampus did a good job. I love the box he picked
wrapped
out.
it in
It's
the velvet.
really nicely done.
And
It's a
Max
period
is just
box.
like,
It is,
holy
yeah.
shit. Like, that's when Max
That's
really...
what Grandma
Yeah.
had.
And then everyone you hear the audios, everybody starts remembering their little parts in the story that led them here. I mean, as far as underworlds go, I think it's probably
They all just, like, have this
Yeah.
sudden realization, oh, we
Yeah.
are fucked.
and Max is sitting there going like, why didn't I do the audition for Stranger Things? I could have been that kid, with the hair that's just like mine.
Adam Scott's like, I was on Parks and Recreation.
This
What
movie-
happened?
No, this movie did well. This movie did.
No,
it was
it did.
a
You're
critical
right.
success. It was a commercial success.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there was a sad bit.
Yeah.
The bulldog I read in the notes. Did you
Yeah.
read about that too?
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
It's sad.
When the fight scene, when the bulldog got lost in the movie, I think it was the next day, the director got a call and his bulldog got really sick and died before he could even get home.
Can you? Oh, God.
I just wanted to end this on a positive note.
So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Krampus.
And on
Yeah,
that,
I know. What's that out the window?
On that,
the
on that,
blinds are closed.
on that bombshell.
All right.
I don't even have the will to sign us off at this point.
Hindsighters, drivers, walkers.
He's trying. Thank you for joining us for your drive time, your listening time, what was once your puppy time.
Wait a minute. We live in a world with Hedgehog Cafe.
Oh,
And
life is
just
good
like that,
again.
I'm
Life
revived.
is good again. I feel great. Thank you.
Jason may have a Japanese hedgehog
Yeah.
in a few years.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. The Holocaust, the rape of Nanking, all of these things. But we
Still have
today,
hedgehogs.
we've got a cafe with hedgehogs.
we found
We
a way.
won.
That's
The
right.
positive thinkers.
Exactly.
They,
Glass half
find
full.
a way.
Yes, glass half full.
So, on that note, thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
for your-
Hindsighters.
For your hedgehog
They're
cafe
gone.
time.
The audience.
Andrea
Thankfully.
and Danger abandoned us long ago, but we still love all of you.
We love
Thank
them.
you to Angel and Kay and
Thank you
everybody
all.
around the world who's listening to us. I do have to mention one last thing, gentlemen, since it's the Christmas season. There's something very happy, so I have to end on this positive note. My friend Stephanie, her son Landon, is taking donations for
Aw.
Hot Wheels for Christmas, and the reason why he's doing this is because
Is Hot Wheels not doing well?
No. Not he's taking Hot Wheels donations for Christmas
okay, I got
to
you.
give to underprivileged children so
that's
that
way
they'll have a
better.
better Christmas. So, Landon, you are such a little remarkable person, and we love you for that. And we will include the link and all the info in
Yeah. We'll post it.
so that you can actually see it. And hindsighters, if you have a moment or the time or the inclination, please donate to Landon's cause, because he's trying to make sure that children everywhere have a better Christmas. And he's just doing it purely selflessly, and he's just such an awesome little boy. So please help contribute to his cause. He actually asked originally for 200 Hot Wheels, and he's gotten near 700 now.
Wow.
Damn.
He's killing it.
Nice.
So we will post a link right near Darth Jader's face so that you can go
The
and
link
contribute.
is right there.
So that you can, wherever Jason places it, so that you can go and contribute, because he's
I'm
actually,
gonna do something really dirty with what you just did. So
Thank you, Jess.
and so should I do this? I just,
No.
you guys just ruined it.
Do
So
not.
We're talking about my friend's kid. Can we be serious
I'll bring
for
a couple
second?
Hot Wheels this weekend. to give to
wait,
him.
so he asked for 200,
And he's got almost 700.
almost 700.
And he's,
How much is a Hot Wheel?
$1.
It's $1.
You
it
can-
depends on the set that you
Let's get him to 800.
Let's get him to 1,000. He's at almost 7.
I'm not going to commit to 1,000.
let's-
I'll commit.
let's try.
I'll commit
So
to.
the point, hindsighters, is that you will see the link where you can go to the Amazon wish list and donate to Landon's very charitable cause. The donation, if Jason could stop beeping for 2 seconds, the donations are still going on, and he's still accepting them from anywhere in the world. So if you would be, nice enough to contribute to this cause, we would really appreciate it, and it'll just make Landon feel great because he's doing a great job with it. So anyway, this has been our Hot Wheels time, our Krampus time, our Hedgehog Cafe time, our listening time. We appreciate you tuning in regardless of the time. This has been Hindsight and Good.